back to the people.
Look, what all we're really trying to do here is restore the will of the people through the president.
A therapist in Adams County charged with indecent assault. 55-year-old David Mitchell of Gettysburg is accused of inappropriately touching 3 children, including a patient during a session. He faces several charges. Mitchell scheduled to appear in court in April. Internet searches for gambling addiction help are up significantly in Pennsylvania. John Shaler explains.
According to the Journal of the American Medical Association, gambling addiction is a growing problem in the U.S., and sports betting is to blame. Searches for gambling addiction help in 2022 increased 22%, then jumped 25% in 2023, and in the first half of 2024 ticked up 31%.
I'm Ryan Daniels, and you're up to date with Radio PA.
It's time for another C. Harperano Group High School Sports Night. High school basketball playoff action here on WMBS, being brought to you tonight by United Bank. The C. Harperano Group, Matt and Lexi George, Sandy Howe Notary Services, Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning, NovaCare Rehabilitation, George Dental Associates, Uniontown Detailing, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, the Schaefer Law Offices, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes, Potter's Bar and Grill, South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott, the Rittenhouse Insurance Agency, the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm, SWGI, now U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, Zen's Construction Warehouse, Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service, Dome's Lawn Care, the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, Montgomery Medical, Autoland Hyundai of Uniontown, the North Union Township Recreation Center, Joby's Golf, M&R Transit, Movement Physiotherapy, Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peachin Pharmacy, now located on Route 119 in the Health First Medical Center building near the Fayette County Fairgrounds, Ford of Uniontown, Laurel Highlands Girls Basketball Boosters, Stewart Collision, Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner and Jennifer Haar, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, Russ Blahel, your local Allstate Insurance Agent, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, Gary's Auto Sales, Watson Mundorf LLP, Mamaruka's Pizza Shop, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill Plaza, Uniontown, J&S Bridal, Dr. Paul Hartley at Preferred Primary Care Physicians, Target Safety Solutions, the T-Berry Law Offices, and State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman. Now stay tuned for high school basketball playoff action here on WMBS. From Shaler High School, it's time for WPIAL High School Boys Basketball Playoff action. A single-A quarterfinal round game as the 5th-seeded Geibel Gators take on the 4th-seeded Aquinas Academy Crusaders. Brian Morozak along with Shay Fleener. Our pregame show is always being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Geibel 14-8 overall, 5-5 out of Section 2 in Single A. Gary Tarbuck in his second year as Geibel's head coach. Aquinas Academy 17-5 overall, 8-2 out of Section 1. Georgia Kitis in his 8th year as the head coach of the Crusaders. And Shay, really a great turnaround for this Geibel program. Just one win a season ago, now the 5th seed here in the Single A playoffs.
Definitely so. And, a very, very young team with a lot of guys coming back after this year. But, I think kind of ahead of the curve a little bit. I'm familiar with one of the players that, led Geibel during the regular season, Evan Strimmel. He played for us at Albert Gallatin. It was a great pickup for him. So I think they have a tough matchup. A little bit of a David Goliath going on tonight. But this is just a great situation for Geibel to be in with such a young team and the way the program's grown in year 2. And I don't know. Listen, no matter what ends up happening tonight, hopefully Geibel wins, but I think at the end of the day, you have to learn how to win in these types of situations, even if that means losing somewhere along the line. I remember having a conversation with Stu Davis last year about his girls' team, and I think just sometimes the growth, and it doesn't mean you don't have a chance tonight, but just being here, the atmosphere, the environment, and being able to grow into whatever's going to happen down the road is a great opportunity for Geibel tonight.
And Geibel certainly shorthanded, as you mentioned, without 4 players that are all key contributors. Number 0, Mike Miller, out with a concussion. He averages just over 3 points a game. Anthony Nickersher transferred in from Hempfield. He was ruled ineligible for the playoffs. Another player averaging 3 points a game. Evan Stevenson, averaging 6.3 a game, also out with a concussion. And Evan Strimmel, you mentioned, played for you last year at Albert Gallatin, averaging 20 points a game this season for the Geibel Gators. He's also out tonight.
Yeah, and I think the one thing where Geibel's really going to have to figure out what to do is who's going to handle the ball up the court. Aquinas averages about 18 steals a game. That doesn't include what other turnovers they're forcing that aren't steals. So, and that's Evan's job. The one thing last year with Evan, there's some things he brings to the table: intensity, defense, athleticism, heart, and his ball handling ability. And Geibel's going to miss that. That may end up being maybe the biggest thing they're missing tonight, even more so than the 20 points a game.
And the other question for Geibel, how can they slow down this Aquinas Academy team, averaging 78 points a game? They have two players averaging over 20 points a game. Number 24, Jacob Gillen, averaging 24 points a game. And number 4, Sam Dewar, 21 points a game. And they have been productive all season long.
Yeah, and, even when they got in section play, I think they outscored teams 78-61 during the whole season, but in section play it was 74-54. So they actually increased their margin of victory in section play. But, when you really start breaking them down, they were 9-4 against playoff teams this year. And, there's some other stats that are really kind of neat about Aquinas. They were 7-1 against 2 and 3A teams this year and City League teams. They lost their first game of the season out of the gate against Avonworth, who was a 4A team, but then won the next 12. But they did stumble a little bit down the road. They finished 5-4 at the end of the season. They were playing some really good teams. 2 of those losses were Quaker Valley and who was it? Nazareth Prep.
Yeah, they lost their regular season finale to Nazareth Prep. Close game, 57-56. And Geibel did win their final 2 regular season games, including a thrilling 71-70 double overtime win over Monessen in the regular season finale.
And I think that was just further proof of how they grew throughout the season. I think the first time they played them, it was not terrible blowout, but it wasn't close either. But then you get to that second game at the end of the season, and you get that double overtime win at home, and against a Monessen team that actually kind of pushed them in as a higher seed for the playoffs by getting that win. So, great job by Coach Tarbuck and the rest of the staff at Geibel, and a great job by the players of taking the coaching and growing throughout the season.
And they'll try to keep it going here tonight. A little bit of a road trip for the Gators all the way up here to Shaler High School, taking on the Aquinas Academy Crusaders. When our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues, we'll take a look back at last night's Uniontown win over Hampton. We'll also talk to Geibel head coach Gary Tarbuck and Georgia Kitis, the head coach of the Aquinas Academy Crusaders, here on WMBS and the Triple I High School Sports Network.
Thanks to customers like you, Megan Ford is Westmoreland and Fayette County's #1 volume Ford dealer. It's because of this fact that we take in a lot of fresh trades every day. Megan Ford has all types of brands, and many are one-owner, local trades, and come with the balance of their factory warranty. It also goes without mentioning that we have a great selection of pre-owned Fords, many of which are Ford certified and come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Each vehicle goes through a rigorous 172-point safety inspection by Megan Ford certified technicians before we put them on our lot. And when you drive away, you'll enjoy peace of mind knowing that you have complimentary 24/7 roadside assistance if you ever need it.
Hi, I'm Chuck Smith, General Manager of Megan Ford. Why not shop our great deals for yourself by visiting MeganFord.com? You'll see a free Carfax report on all of our pre-owned, and all of our prices are marked below market value. Megan Ford, Route 119, Connellsville, your friends in the car business.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Hey, how's Timmy's Johnny's ankle. That was a rough game yesterday.
He's doing okay. We took him straight to Montgomery Medical since they have same-day care, and they were able to x-ray him on the spot. No break, thank goodness.
That's great news. I just took my mom to Montgomery Medical, too. She was under the weather, and they offer walk-ins, so she was seen right away. They're great.
Now if we could just get this soccer team to be as good as Montgomery Medical.
Visit the new Montgomery Medical office on Laurel View Drive or visit montymed.com. Primary care for all ages.
Hello folks, Joe Walk is here, the proud owner of Dome's Lawn Care LLC since 2021. We're family owned and family ran, so when it comes to finances, we understand. We're small enough to care, big enough to make a difference. So give us a call this spring for all your lawn care needs at 724-570-1224. We would be proud to have you as our customer. Again, that's Dome's Lawn Care at 724-570-1224.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Brian Rozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Boys high school basketball playoff action on WMBS tonight. It's a single-A quarterfinal round game from Shaler High School as 4th-seeded Aquinas Academy takes on 5th-seeded Geibel. Last night here on WMBS, the 3rd-seeded Uniontown Red Raiders knocked off 14th-seeded Hampton by a score of 59-42. Uniontown was led by Notorious Grooms, who scored 22 points in that game for the Red Raiders, including 6 made three-pointers, and Torrey got things started early for Uniontown.
It went off and across to Zach Danner, who missed there on the drive, and Calvin Winfrey out of the pack with it for Uniontown. Kick in the corner, Grooms for three, reins it in. Notorious Grooms is 49th made three of the season. Red Raiders on top 8-2. Here the 4:11 mark of the first.
Uniontown raced away in the second half, again ended up defeating the Hampton Talbots last night by a score of 59-42. Uniontown will now meet 6th-seeded Peters Township coming up in the quarterfinal round on Friday night. The game will be played at 6 o'clock at Ringgold High School. We'll have it here on WMBS with the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show starting at 5 o'clock. Peters Township, a 33-point win last night over Penn Hills by a score of 63-30. The one big surprise, though, in 5A was 15th-seeded Penn Trafford knocking off Baldwin last night. The number 2-seeded Highlanders go down by a score of 60-45. Other boys 5A scores from last night: Chartiers Valley downing Thomas Jefferson 72-50. Greater Latrobe a 59-51 win against Kiski area. Greater Latrobe will meet top-seeded Montour in the quarterfinals on Friday. Montour a 70-42 win over Franklin Regional. In fact, that Greater Latrobe Montour game will be played after the Uniontown Peters Township game at 8 o'clock at Ringgold High School on Friday night. Moon a 49-42 win over Gateway, and Mars down South Fayette by a score of 50-46. Boys action last night in 3A saw Mohawk downing Waynesburg 59-40. Shadyside Academy big over McGuffey 51-31. Bishop Canavan just squeaking by Seton LaSalle 59-57. Keystone Oaks a 72-57 win over Ligonier Valley. Elwood City a 4-point win over South Park 55-51. South Allegheny big over Charleroi 61-32. And Southmoreland getting a playoff win over Carlinton by a score of 58-50. Girls 2A action from last night. Fort Cherry a 30-point win over California 59-29. How about this score? Aliquippa 79, Carmichael 6. Yes, the Quips held the Mighty Mikes to only 6 points last night in a girls 2A game. Rochester a 53-53 win over Riverview. Winchester Thurston down Burgettstown 62-28. Char Houston a 51-28 win over Brentwood. Laurel down Beth Center 44-32. And Neshannock all over Apollo Ridge 58-18. Again, coming up later on this week on WMBS tomorrow night, girls 4A quarterfinal round action. Laurel Highlands taking on Blackhawk at Peters Township. That game live on the WMBS YouTube page. And also girls single A quarterfinal round action. West Green taking on Geibel, 7 o'clock. That game on the radio. In fact, tomorrow night we'll start our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 5:15. Start both the radio and the video audience out with the Laurel Highlands Blackhawk game. Then when West Green and Geibel get set to start, we'll switch our radio audience out to that game for the 7 o'clock tip tomorrow night. And again, Uniontown and Peters Township Friday on the radio, 6 o'clock start, 5 o'clock, Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show from Ringgold High School. Again, tonight it's a boys 1A quarterfinal round game. Geibel taking on Aquinas Academy. And we'll have more head on our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show in just a moment.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township for our families and our future. Good luck to all our local teams. From South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott.
Geibel Catholic will be holding its Red, White, and Blue auction and gala, a celebration of faith, freedom, and family, on Saturday, April 5th at the Aaron's Building in Connellsville. This year's auction features country rock band Rough Creek.
For more information about Geibel's Red, White, and Blue auction, please call the school at 724-628-4600. That's 724-628-4600.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprouse Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulesinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Fallen in love with a house? Head over heels for a home plan? Take the plunge. Apply for a mortgage loan with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Feeling commitment shy? Complete a mortgage pre-qualification. It's simple. 100% online, and you'll get a personalized answer within one business day. Then save the date for a move-in day or groundbreaking and put a key ring on it. Apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or,
Hi, come on in. How are you feeling?
when you see doctors Paul Hartley and Mary Beth Riley, plus nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckart, and Stacy Morris, you get one-on-one personal professional health care serving the area for over 3 decades. If you're looking for a primary care doctor, call Doctors Hartley and Riley at 724-437-1109 or online at ppcp.org. Or
serving number 3,940.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Brian Morozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Boys High School basketball playoff action on WMBS tonight. The Geibel Gators seeded 5th, taking on 4th seeded Aquinas Academy at Shaler High School, being joined now by Geibel head coach Gary Tarbuck. And Gary, what a turnaround for your program this year. Just one win a season ago, and I hear you are sitting as the number 5 seed as the playoffs are getting set to get underway tonight as you're getting set to take on 4th seeded Aquinas Academy.
Absolutely. With a 13-game improvement from last year, so we're quite happy with that.
How big was that final regular season win over Monessen? I mean, it's always a rivalry, it seems like, between the two schools, but to be able to really get that win to end the regular season and really end things kind of on a high note before the playoffs got underway.
Yeah, that was a huge game. I mean, the place was packed. You know, a ton of people were there, a bunch of students there, so to get the victory like we did, I mean, we had a big lead in the fourth quarter and kind of gave it away a little bit, but the win in double overtime, that was a special game.
I think it certainly helped your playoff seeding, too.
Absolutely. It got us that 5th seed.
Even though you're seeded 5th, certainly still a tough draw here against 4th seeded Aquinas Academy, and they've really built an impressive resume so far this season.
Yeah, that's a team, I think we matched up well with our regular season lineup. unfortunately, we're down, 4 or 5 bodies right now headed into the playoffs. So we'll see how that turns out tomorrow.
Is that a combination of both transfers and injuries right now?
We have 2 players due to transfer, then 2 players out with concussion.
That certainly makes your job a little bit tougher here as we enter the postseason.
Absolutely. So we've been trying to figure out a lineup that we're going to use for the game, but we'll throw the bodies out there and see what happens.
Well, you did enter the season this year with some depth. In fact, you have one of the bigger benches in single A, but certainly tough when you take 4 prolific scorers out of your lineup, which you're going to be missing tonight.
Yeah, I mean, right now we have a player probably starting who has maybe 10 minutes of varsity experience this year. So we're then our bench that we had all season is no longer there right now, losing 4 players. So we'll have another freshman being the 6th man for this game.
And certainly a little bit of a road trip as well, playing the game all the way up at Shaler.
Correct. It's something we're used to. Seems like all of our away games have been around an hour or so.
That's Geibel head coach Gary Tarbunk. Again, the Gators certainly a challenge tonight against 4th-seeded Aquinas Academy. We'll talk to the head coach of Aquinas Academy, George Aquinas, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for 50 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, a fenced-in storage lot, and is a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
J&S Bridal and Prom Boutique is now open. J&S Bridal will style you for any and every event. Weddings, proms, get-togethers, from newest and trendiest to traditional styles for men, women, and young Mr. and Miss. Let J&S style you head to toe for whatever event life has planned for you. J&S Bridal and Prom Boutique on McClellantown Road in Uniontown next to Horanix. 724-550-4104. Like J&S Bridal and Prom Boutique on Facebook and Instagram.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season. Peachin Pharmacy has moved to the lower level of the Health First Medical Center building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville and is now Farmana Pharmacy. Farmana Pharmacy offers free prescription delivery to Uniontown, Connellsville, and all over the area 5 days a week. When you call Farmana Pharmacy, you'll never talk to machines. You'll have real friendly people ready to help you. Phone 724-626-9600 for the new Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peachin Pharmacy, now located at the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville near the Fayette County Fairgrounds. Brian Rozak back here in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, being joined now by Aquinas Academy head coach George Aquinas. And George, another great regular season for your program. You really went out of the way and schedule some tough non-conference competition as well here to get ready for the postseason. And here you are entering the playoffs as the number 4 seed, getting set to take on the Geibel Gators tonight.
Yeah, well, we tried to up the schedule, and sometimes it's hard. You can't play in the larger schools, not necessarily wanted to play single-A schools, but so many of the coaches were accommodating, so we did get to play some, the toughest schedule we could find, within reason, and I'm thankful for those coaches scheduling us. And we had some good games when we gave Avonworth a reasonably good game, I thought, and we didn't play quite as well against Quakers as I would like, but South Park has a nice team, and we were able to beat them, and I think Waynesburg Central had a really good year, too. So there were a number of teams I thought, for our little school with 15 graduating class, I think, we gave those teams, a good game, which we want to do.
Yeah, just 2 conference losses, both against Nazareth Prep, and you're in both of those games. Lost the first time by 7, and then just a squeaker in your final regular season game, 57-56.
We tried to play them both ways, our normal way of playing up and down the floor at our floor, and they beat us at that, so we thought we'd try something a little different down there at the Rise on where they play their home games, and it just came down to the end, and I didn't do a very good job in the last minute. We got ahead by a point, and I didn't do a good enough job on defense. I let them score, and not let them score. They made a nice play, and nor did I design a good play for the final shot. So we came up one point short. But it was a really good game, and both teams competed so hard. And it was fun. It was fun to have a game like that. But kudos to Nazareth for pulling them both out.
Yeah, and you're one of the highest scoring teams in the WPIAL, averaging close to 83 points a game, and I think super impressive for a single-A school. I'm sure a lot of this started going back a couple of years ago, and you guys had Vinny, of course, getting a lot of press, scoring over 3,000 career points. You've kind of been able to continue that on even after he's graduated.
Yeah, we were blessed to have Vinny. Obviously, he's one of the lifetime players, his record proves. But, yeah, the kids, I think that probably inspired the kids in part, 2 ways. One, we want to keep it going. 2, we want to show it wasn't just Vinny, and they all love Vinny, as I do. But, no, they've picked it back up, and they spend time in the gym, and we do have good shooters. When we're on, it really looks good, and 3 or 4 kids can really, really shoot the ball. Jacob, Sam, David, and others can shoot. Jonah's become a better shooter, but they spend a lot of time in the gym, and that's how they become, proficient shooters. And we shoot a lot though too, but still their percentage holds up. I think with most teams.
Yeah, we were talking earlier off there about Jacob Gillen averaging 26.3 points a game. One of the top scorers in the WPIAL as well, 1,000-point scorer at Aquinas, and of course Sam Dewar as well. And you get 2 guys putting up over 20 points a game certainly helps the cause.
Yeah, I know it does, and it's a tribute to how hard they work, frankly. And they share the ball well, despite they score points. They do share the ball with everyone else. And, they're great kids, great competitors, and I think they like the way we play. What kid doesn't like scoring the ball, right?
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about this first-round playoff matchup with Geibel. 4-5 games should be very competitive. They've had a nice season as well.
Yeah, they have, and we looked at the film on them. They'll be a very formidable team for us to play against. The point guard is very, very quick, and he's going to be hard for us to stay in front of, and he's going to cause havoc. Plays a nice game. He looks like he wants to pass first, but he really can score. I think he's averaging 20 a game. He'll be a real task trying to trap him up and slow him down, and they have some bigger kids. We're not very big, so I think they're actually starting number 4 now and number 50, who I think are at least as big as Jacob. So, I think they're going to be a very formidable team, and they look like they're very well coached. They run I don't know the present coach, but they run a nice system, and it looks like they're playing together nicely.
George, appreciate your time. Best of luck against Geibel on Wednesday. We'll see you up at Shaler High School.
All right, Brian. Thank you so much for your interest. I look forward to seeing you.
That's George Aquinas, the head coach of Aquinas Academy, joining us here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, getting you ready for the Geibel Gators and Aquinas Academy tonight. Boys, single-A quarterfinal round action from Shaler High School. And we'll preview tomorrow's game between the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs in action, taking on Blackhawk at Peters Township High School. We'll talk to Laurel Highlands head coach Stuart Davis when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President's Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Dominic, let's kick this President's Day off right. And by the way, it's Truck Month. I signed a bunch of executive orders. These trucks gotta go.
John, we have some presidential offers going on right now. 2024 F-150 XL and XLT models, we're taking off to $8,000 off MSRP. Or get this, $5,000 off and these low interest rates. 3.9 for 60, 4.9 for 72, and 5.9 for 84 months. Have a qualifying trade and pick up an additional $1,000 and own an eligible Ram product and scoop up $2,000 more. Now that's a deal.
Okay, let's talk Super Duty. These are the best incentives on Super Duties in years.
Up to $8,000 off MSRP on XL or XLT models, or take $5,000 off and take advantage of these low APRs. You got it. 3.9 for 60, 4.9 for 72, and 5.9 for 84 months.
Stop, click, or call for all the details. That's 40 Uniontown, on the hill across from Applebee's, or 40uniontown.com. Offer includes all applicable incentives. You must finance with Ford Motor Credit, and not all buyers will qualify. Price excludes tax, tags, and fees.
Hi, it's attorney Rob Harper from Radcliffe Martin Law. As some of you may know, I served as a public defender for 3 years and an assistant district attorney for 7 years right here in Fayette County. I'm now using that experience to represent people accused of crimes. So if you find yourself in that unfortunate situation and need someone who knows how things are done on both sides of the courtroom, give me a call and see if we can put my expertise to work for you. Radcliffe Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Voted best in Fayette for auto body repair. Family owned and operated for 61 years, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly, waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Silva. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Silva proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check out their website at targetsafetysolutionsllc.com. Ted Silva, proud to support local high school sports.
Geibel Catholic will be holding its Red, White, and Blue auction and gala, a celebration of faith, freedom, and family, on Saturday, April 5th at the Aaron's Building in Connellsville. This year's auction features country rock band Rough Creek.
For more information about Geibel's Red, White, and Blue auction, please call the school at 724-628-4600. That's 724-628-4600.
Brian Brozak back here on the Browns Insurance Group pregame show. Boys High School basketball playoff action on WMBS tonight. Geibel taking on Aquinas Academy at Shaler High School. We'll turn our attention to the girls tomorrow. We'll have 2 games for you here on our WMBS platforms. We'll start everybody both on the radio and on YouTube Live with the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs taking on Blackhawk at 6. We'll also have the Geibel girls in action on the radio at 7 against West Green. We had an opportunity earlier on today to talk to Laurel Highlands head coach Stuart Davis. And Stu, you look at the win you had Monday over Knock, really jumped on the Knights early and set the tone.
Yes, I mean, we was up for the game. We had a full week to prepare for that game. And, the girls was eager to play in front of the home crowd. You know, just like last year, we started out the first round at home, and it was good for the community, good for the girls.
Maya hit some big shots for you early on. Actually got dinged up a little bit early on in the third quarter, came back into the game. How's she doing?
She's fine. She tweaked her ankle a little bit. You know, she had a really good game. You know, she was, you know, as a whole, the team was off. But she ended up with 16 points, our team high. And, she finished strong, man. You know, she came to practice the next day. She was fine.
And we were very impressed with Taylor Schwartzfeger as well. Thought she did a tremendous job defensively.
Man, she's a gnat. You know, she's our motor. She's a motor the entire game defensively. She's nonstop, and she gets us going, man.
One of the bad things about being the number 8 seed, unfortunately, you're going to have to take on top-seeded Blackhawk now in the quarterfinal round of the playoffs. You saw them last year in the semifinal round at the same venue. Your thoughts on the matchup?
I think Blackhawk, you know, obviously they're the, you know, number 1 seed. You know, they're a great program, well coached. They do have pieces that came back, but in my opinion, I don't think that they're the same team as last year. You know, we're definitely not the same team as last year, so it should be a good matchup. You know, it should be a close game. I don't, again, like I said, I don't think that they're as strong as they were last year, so, you know, hopefully we can go down there and we can spoil their fun, man.
And you go back, you look at that game last year, you guys got into some early foul trouble. It certainly put you in a tough spot.
Yeah, definitely. With Ariana getting foul trouble, I think this year the difference, you know, right, just her confidence level is through the roof. She's a senior. She feels more comfortable out there, and you know, even in situations that I do put her in, she's comfortable with it. I think, you know, it should be a difference
What else did you learn in that game last year that might be able to help you out come Thursday night?
The difference, I think, what we learned was that Hupp is going to be their main scorer, their main person that they lean on. They do get some shooters. So I think the difference in this game in their personnel is, it's the same, nothing different. Their point guard is a younger lady. She's a sophomore. So, she obviously would take pressure. I just think they're well coached. I think, us as a team, we're coming back different. Being that we faced them last year, we know their expectation. We know what their personnel is. We know what their strengths and weaknesses are, and hopefully we can exploit it and take advantage of it, man.
And you look at all these teams left in the quarterfinal round, I think 8 very strong programs. There's only going to be 6 available state playoff berths as well, and I think you're going to have some battles not only in the quarterfinal round, but you could end up having some pretty good playback battles as well for teams trying to get in the states.
Absolutely. This is a must-win if we win to get in the state, and if we do not win, it's a play-in. So, this is a big game. It's a big game to continue our season. It's a big game for the seniors to continue their season. They understand what's in front of them. The team understands, and I hope that we get down here and, like I said, and do what we have to do as a team, as a unit, and we get the win.
I still appreciate it as always. We'll see you down there at Peters Township High School on Thursday night.
All right, thank you.
That's our Highlands head coach Stuart Davis. And the Lady Mustangs taking on Blackhawk tomorrow at 6. The game live on the WMBS YouTube page. We'll also start everybody off with that game on the radio as well with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show getting underway at 5:15. For you folks on the radio, we'll switch you over at 7 o'clock to the Geibel West Green game while continuing our coverage on YouTube live of Laurel Highlands and the Blackhawk Cougars. But again, tonight, it's boys single A quarterfinal round action. Geibel taking on Aquinas Academy. Shay and I are back with the starting lineups and the opening tip-off, which are on the way next.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Haar, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Brian Rozak and Shay Fleener back here at Shaler High School, getting you ready for a boys single-A quarterfinal round game between 5th-seeded Geibel and 4th-seeded Aquinas Academy. Time now for our starting lineups, being brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown. A different name, but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities, and wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County team. Shay, take it away.
All right, so for Aquinas Academy Crusaders, we have number 1, Jonah Birchill, 6-foot junior guard, averaging 10.1 points per game. Number 4, Sam Dewar, 6'1" junior forward. He averages 21 points a game and 5.2 rebounds. Number 10, David Zaharko, a 5'11 senior guard, averaging 11.2 points per game, 5.1 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 3.6 steals per game, kind of like a Swiss Army knife.
Yes.
Number 21, Clayton Frisora, 6-foot sophomore, averaging 3.5 points per game. And rounding out the starting lineup, the guy who really does everything for Aquinas, number 23, Jacob Gillen, 6'3 senior forward, averaging 24 points per game, 8.2 rebounds, 4.2 steals per game, shoots 81% from the free throw line. Kind of led Aquinas all year in pretty much every single category.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching both Gillen and Dewar tonight.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be exciting. Both of them, look like big, strong kids out there warming up and obviously fill up a stat line. So over to Geibel, some changes going on with Geibel tonight. Number 3, Roman Rosselli, 5'11 senior guard, averaging 8.9 points per game and 6.1 rebounds. Number 4, Seth Dolan, 6'2 junior guard, averaging 8.4 points per game. Number 12, Troy Hoffer, 6.8 points a game for the 6'3 sophomore forward. Number 50, John Hess, 6'2 sophomore forward. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 23, Gary Tarbuck, averaging 11.4 points per game, and he will need to step his game up tonight.
We were talking off the air. Geibel basically losing 32 points per game out of their lineup with Mike Miller, Anthony Nickersher, Ian Stevenson, and Evan Strimble all out of the lineup.
Yeah, it's going to, you got kids that are going to have to step up and be in positions they really haven't been asked to be in this season, especially with such a young team. So it's going to be interesting to see which ones step up, and it's going to take a team effort, but individually, some of these kids that are going to have to do things they haven't been asked to do all season long for Geibel to have a chance tonight.
We'll see how the Gators respond. Geibel taking on Aquinas Academy. Opening tip on the way next here on WMBS.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pump for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for 50 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, a fenced-in storage lot, and is a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or,
Hi, come on in. How are you feeling?
when you see doctors Paul Hartley and Mary Beth Riley, plus nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckart, and Stacy Morris, you get one-on-one personal professional health care serving the area for over 3 decades. If you're looking for a primary care doctor, call Doctors Hartley and Riley at 724-437-1109 or online at ppcp.org. Or
serving number 3,944.
Driver Rosenek and Shea Fleener back here at Shaler High School, just about set to go. The Geibel Gators taking on the Aquinas Academy Crusaders. Our busy week of high school basketball playoff action continuing tonight. We'll have 2 games for you tomorrow, including the Geibel girls in action taking on West Green. That game will tip at 7 o'clock. Will be radio only, but we'll have video coverage of the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs playing their WPIAL 4A quarterfinal round game at Peters Township High School against top-seeded Blackhawk. And, of course, Uniontown back on Friday up at Ringgold High School, 6 o'clock tip against Peters Township.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. Uniontown's been on a roll here lately. So Ringgold's always a tough place to play. It's one of those gyms that we never seem to shoot well in. When I was coaching at Albert Gallatin, and I've watched quite a few games there.
Bigger floor too.
Yeah, a lot of teams don't seem to shoot well, and you never know about pressing. The different when you don't practice on that size court, it's hard to get used to the spacing.
Paul Skirtich to step into the center circle. He's assisted tonight by Mike Brown and Stan Bitchler. Troy Hoffer to take the opening tip-off for Geibel, jumping against Jacob Gillen for Aquinas Academy, and Gillen able to win it off to Sam Dewar on the far wing, kicking it in the corner. 3 on the way, coming up short there from David Saharko, and Geibel with the rebound. Coming back here with an odd man break. A little bounce pass from Dolan, looking for Rosselli. Shot attempt there, no good off of a little deflection, goes out of bounds. We'll say Geibel basketball here, Shea, in the Aquinas zone.
Yeah, Geibel did a good job getting down the floor and getting an opportunity there. Want Roman to kind of finish that one and jump out early.
Rosselli to trigger it in, far side here for Geibel, directing traffic. Trying a little bounce pass into Troy Hoffer, got deflected out of play off of Geibel going out of the Aquinas Academy basketball.
And that's what we talked about before the game. The turnover is going to be key here tonight for Geibel to even have a chance.
And Geibel looking for a point guard, I think, tonight as well. You mentioned how tough Aquinas has been defensively, forcing turnovers throughout the course of the season. We'll see how Geibel responds here tonight. 3 on the way from the near corner, an air ball there from Gillen. And Geibel with a rebound underneath, brought down there by Roman Rosselli in traffic. Rosselli quickly across, and he'll send it off on the far side there to Seth Dolan, who drains the opening 3 of the game for Geibel. Great start there for the Gators, Shea.
Yeah, anytime you get in pressure, you got to beat it down the floor. You can't play and be afraid of it. You got to attack pressure to get good shots.
Another Aquinas miss. Geibel with the rebound for Dolan. That was his 54th. Made 3 of the season. Will swing it back here on the near side. Tarbuck down low, and getting blocked going up there was Troy Hoffer. Deflected out of play. Will stay with Geibel here in the Aquinas zone. That was Gillen there on the block.
Man, it would have been nice if he'd had a little shot fake right there and got an early foul on Gillen.
Roman Rosselli to trigger it in right of the basket in the Aquinas Academy zone. We've played a minute. Geibel leading 3-0 on a Seth Dolan made 3. Rosselli with the basketball right now. The reset up top. Gary Tarbuck for 3. In and out there. Another offensive rebound from Troy Hoffer, keeping it alive. Hoffer right of the lane. Resetting up top. Tarbuck swinging a high pass brought down by Rosselli. Double team comes over. Try to go inside there to Hoffer. Had it knocked away, but Geibel trying to retain possession. Another high feed brought down there by Dolan. Playing a little in and out game. Good ball moving over to Tarbuck, who floats it up and in. So Geibel, 5 unanswered to start, leading 5-0 here, 90 seconds in.
Great ball movement by Geibel that entire possession.
Hasn't looked pretty, Shea, but they've gotten the job done here. We'll see if they can hang on early on. Sam Dewar here for Aquinas Academy, bouncing it back to David Saharko, holding here high on the right, watched by Roman Rosselli. Feed on the inside, floater good from Jacob Gillen. So Gillen, the 6'3 senior forward, came in averaging 24 points a game. His first 2 here as Aquinas back within 3 of Geibel at 5-2. Gators get it in, break the press, coming across and losing the handle out of bounds there was Rosselli. The last touch by Aquinas Academy going out will stay with Geibel here in the Crusaders zone.
Geibel's, they're just going to have to play free tonight. I mean, they're down bodies. They're young, first time here in a while, so they just got to play free and let it go. They can play with this team from early indications.
Rosselli into Tarbuck, resetting up top. Seth Dolan, another 3 on the way. Good again for Dolan. 2 made 3s early for Seth Dolan, and Geibel an 8-2 lead over Aquinas Academy here at the 5:47 mark of the first.
Seth came in averaging 8.4 on the season, already got 6.
And Geibel seeded 5th. Aquinas Academy seeded 4th, but Geibel shorthanded without 4 players tonight. An errant pass intercepted there by Roman Rosselli. Rosselli driving back on Gillen, missed on the drive. Loose ball rebound pulled down by David Saharko of Aquinas Academy. Saharko back across, kick in the corner. Little ball fake there from Dewar, resetting back up top. Saharko will connect from the outside on that 3 from the top of the key. First points of the game for Saharko has Aquinas back within 3 of Geibel at 8-5.
It's going to be this early pressure, especially after Aquinas scores, that Geibel's really going to have to handle the basketball.
Gators turn it over there. John Hess losing the handle of a pass and coming back. Gillen throwing it up over the shoulder and in. Tough shot there from Gillen. Got it to go. He has 4 and Aquinas back to within 1. They force another turnover off the inbounds pass. Driving and missing there is Dewar. They get an offensive rebound from Jonah Burchell. Had the initial steal. He'll kick it back up top. Gillen misses there on a 3, and the rebound pulled down by John Hess of Geibel. Gators need to settle it back down here again, Shea.
Yeah, Geibel's going to have to be careful. When they get that inbound pass, they got to try to avoid the corner. But even if they do, they got to get somebody in the middle of the floor to relieve that pressure.
Tarbuck 3-ball and air ball. Look out here, breaking back. David Saharko now pulls it out on the far side for Aquinas Academy. Up top to Gillen. Gillen left of the lane between defenders. Gets it to go to give Aquinas their first lead of the game. At 9-8 over Geibel. 4:16 left here in the opening quarter. Timeout. Gators are back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere, it's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
We come back. Geibel turning it over off the inbounds pass, and Jacob Gillen draining an 8-foot baseline jumper on the far side as Aquinas extends their lead now to 11-8, and the Crusaders will pick up a foul here on the floor, Shea.
Yeah, Geibel's got to get the ball in the middle of the floor. Like even right there, Rosselli's bringing the ball up the sideline. As soon as you pick it up, they're going to trap. So they're going to try to trap Geibel as much as possible. You got to attack it from the middle of the floor and go from there.
And Jack Stanton, who just checked into the game on the Aquinas side, picks up the foul. And here's Geibel, quick 3 off the inbounds pass. Bouncing around and falling in for Roman Rosselli. Hit every part of the rim before that one dropped, Shea, to tie the game at 11.
3 threes for Geibel already in the corner.
And now Aquinas trying to answer back. Saharko's 3 rattling out. Offensive rebound brought down by Dewar. He's fouled going back up. Shot attempt no good, but he'll have 2 free throws upcoming.
John Hess with the foul there. Aquinas gets the offensive rebound. I guess, didn't let him score, so make him earn at the foul line here.
And with Miller, Nickisher, Stevenson, and Strimmel out of the lineup for Geibel, not much bench depth tonight. First of 2 free throws, no good there from Dewar. Rare miss for him at the foul line. Came in almost 75% so far this season from the free throw line.
What's going to be interesting here, just kind of watching so far, is Geibel's stamina. Short bench with all these guys out and the way the pace of the game's already going.
2 missed free throws there from Dewar. Geibel with the rebound, brought across to Seth Dolan. Dolan pulls back here between the circles to Roman Rosselli. Almost deflected away, saved by Tarbuck, then thrown right to Sam Dewar of Aquinas Academy. Dewar driving back and gets the quick 2 to go. So Dewar, his first 2 of the game, has Aquinas back in the lead at 13-11 over Geibel here at the 3:25 mark of the first.
Kind of wish Seth Dolan would have pulled up for 3 on that last possession after he's already hit a few. Instead, you get a turnover without a shot attempt.
Tarbuck double team, got out of it, sent forward to Dolan. Bounce pass coming free for the quick 2 is John Hess. Hess's first 2 of the game. We're tied again at 13. Here's the 3:06 mark of the first.
Great pass by Seth Dolan on that one.
Between defenders, Birch will put it off the glass. Shot wouldn't drop. Gary Tarbuck, the rebound there for Geibel, trying to shovel it out on the near side, but Seth Dolan couldn't get to the basketball inside. I think Tarbuck going a little bit too quick that time on the Geibel side.
Yeah, he was actually getting triple teamed. So as soon as he broke out of that trap, if we could have just got a clean pass there, you'd have been attacking 4 on 2.
Geibel doing a good job here to hang early on. Short-handed, game tied at 13. Here's the 2:50 mark of the opening quarter. Brian Morozak with Shea Fleener, Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis Attorneys Law Studios. Gillen coming near baseline, well defended by Hess. Tarbuck almost a steal. Pulled back between the circles again here to Saharko. Saharko dancing up top there for the Aquinas Academy Crusaders. High pass brought down to the far side by Jonah Burchell. Burchell trying to spin off of Roman Rosselli. Sends it off to his left. Back in the corner there to Clayton Forstora. Back up top again to Gillen. Near wing now. 3 on the way. Short there from Ian Patterson, who had just checked in. Again, offensive rebound there from Saharko, and reset again, Shea.
Yeah, I wish. The only thing I wish Geibel would do is get their hands up against this zone.
Gillen coming free and popping another three.
They're just standing with their hands down and giving lanes for Aquinas to make some passes here. They're doing a really good job in it. They slowed Aquinas down tremendously on that last possession.
Gillen now, after that made three, has 11 of the 16 for the Crusaders, and now lead at 16-13. The ball was deflected out of play on the near side off of Aquinas, going out to Geibel, triggered back in here with Roman Rosselli. Into the backcourt to Dolan, poked away by Gillen. Gillen back on the basketball, bounce pass inside, coming free for the quick two is Richie Herring. So Herring, who just checked into the game, instant impact as the Crusaders now up 5, and Gillen almost forcing another turnover there. Geibel keeping it alive. Open far wing line drive three. Good for Roman Rosselli.
Hey, you got to. That's what I was talking about earlier. They just got to make those skip passes and shoot the three. Don't even think about it. Don't hesitate. Just go up and shoot. They know what they're doing.
And coming back, Gillen, another quick two. Running out of room in the scoring column for Gillen here in the opening quarter. Has 13 already. It's Aquinas 20. Geibel 16 here at the 125 mark of the first, and a foul called here on the floor against the Crusaders. It'll go on Richie Herring.
Yeah, they're going to have to try to find a way here to slow Jacob Gillen down somehow right now, even if they got to dedicate a man to him.
Tough turnover there. Ball right off the hands of Tarbuck going out right off the inbound pass.
And I know they're pressing there, but that's not even a forced turnover. That's kind of unfortunate. That's just a bad pass.
So Aquinas sending it back in again with Jonah Burchell. Edge of the zone, David Saharko directing traffic. No pressure on Saharko right now. He'll bounce it back to Gillen. Tell you what, Gillen is impressive.
Yeah, and you can see where they're just standing with their hands down, all the open lanes. That's a tough part. They're not a big team, so you're just giving open space to a team that's really good to begin with.
Dewar a missed three there for Aquinas Academy. Ball was kicked back on the other side. It'll be Geibel basketball. Gators down 4, 20-16. 1:01 left here in the opening quarter.
This is a big possession for Geibel right here. You don't want to let this start spreading out.
I agree. Rosselli into Tarbuck, back to Rosselli. Another three on the wing. He banked that one in, Shank.
Three for him. Between him and Dolan, they have 5 threes, 15 of the 19 so far.
And Geibel back to within 1 at 20-19 with 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Three ball and air ball there from David Saharko. And on the backside, Roman Rosselli, the rebound there for Geibel. Touched by Hess. Sent across near side Tarbuck. Tarbuck from the near elbow in traffic. Pulling it back on the wing. Rosselli open again. This three ball no good. It would have given Geibel the lead. And Gillen the rebound there for Aquinas Academy.
Right now, any possession Aquinas has and Jacob Gillen's not taking the shot is a win for Geibel.
And credit the Gators. Strong performance here. Shorthanded in the opening quarter. High arcing three. No good there from Sam Dewar. And Hess another rebound in traffic. So Geibel down one with the basketball. And they're going to throw it away here. High pass out of the reach of Seth Dolan going out. Aquinas will get it back with 11 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Those are those ones again. You cross half court, and then you don't even get a shot attempt right now. Coach Tarbuck has to kind of hate those right now.
Still his team playing well, only down one. Gillen going back to work, trying to go through the entire Geibel team. Ball came loose. Picked up by David Saharko, who drains the baseline jumper from 9 here on the near side, and that'll end the opening quarter with Aquinas Academy leading Geibel at 22-19 after one. We're back with a 2nd and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Aquinas Academy 22, Geibel 19, ready to start the second quarter. Jacob Gillen leading the way for Aquinas Academy with 13. And Roman Rosselli, 3 made threes for Geibel, has 9 of the 19 for the Gators.
Yeah, Geibel had a chance to finish that quarter 20-19. Jacob Gillen driving down the lane, lost the ball. Geibel just couldn't come up with it, and David Zaharko grabs it right there in the short corner area, hits a little jumper. Instead of being down 1, down 3, but at least Geibel has the ball here, so if they, hopefully they can get something here. They just have to keep hanging around.
You mentioned Aquinas Academy came in averaging 78 points a game, and they'll force a turnover here off the inbounds pass. Gillen finds the loose ball, drives right down the lane, gets another 2 to go. So Gillen now 15 for the Crusaders. The Aquinas Academy lead at 5 over Geibel at 24-19, and a quick foul here off the inbounds pass as Clayton Frisora committing the foul, running into Roman Rosselli.
Jacob Gillen, pretty impressive player on the offensive end so far. Scored in a variety of ways already.
Geibel down 5. They'll trigger it in here with Seth Dolan. Into Tarbuck, back to Dolan and across here on the near side. Hess posting up top, over to Tarbuck. Tarbuck floating it from the foul line and getting it to drop. A little unconventional, Shea, but it went down for Gary Tarbuck, and Geibel back to within 3 at 24-21.
Yeah, and if Gary can get going here and give them a third option right now, this is going to get interesting. They're doing a good job here.
And Dewar missing a long 2 from the far corner for Aquinas Academy, but Geibel again turning it over. High pass from Hoffer intended there for Rosselli, goes out of bounds. And really no need, I think, for Geibel at that point, Shea, to try to rush it up the floor.
No, and if you're going to just, make the pass. Pressing gets you kind of frenetic pace sometimes, but, they just need to slow down. You want to get it up the floor when you can, but at the same time, you got to take care of the ball. It's got to be like gold right now.
Yeah, Gillen on it again here between the circles, trying to set the screen there with Burchell. Then off far side of Zaharko. Zaharko between defenders got tripped up. We play on, no whistle. Back to Gillen, 3 on the way. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, tap back out, controlled there by Burchell again.
Yeah, officials missed a foul on the baseline right there. Number 22, Ian Patterson, just shoved John Hess right out of the way.
Well, Zaharko missed a 3, so Geibel back on the basketball, down only 3. Tarbuck has it up top, fronted there by Jack Stanton. Touch there from Roman Rosselli. And Rosselli trying to pivot off of Ian Patterson. It looks like Patterson will pick up the foul.
Yeah, I kind of wish Gary or John Hess was a little further down the lane towards the foul line right there. Kind of caught it around the top of the key. So then when he kicked it back out to Roman Rosselli, he really wasn't in a scoring spot. So try to keep you in that mid-post, the high-post area, so when he does kick out, he's been doing a good job so far, you have a shot attempt.
Roman Rosselli to trigger it in here for Geibel. Geibel the basketball down 3 at 24-21. 6:32 left before halftime. Inbounds pass goes to Hess. Switches back here on the near side with Dolan trying to go back to Hess, deflected. Gillen going for the save, threw it high, but brought down by Geibel's Roman Rosselli. Going back to Tarbuck, and Tarbuck trying to come far baseline. Ball deflected out of play, ruled off of Geibel going out of the Aquinas Academy basketball.
Yeah, sometimes you get so used to those traps coming that you just automatically make that next pass, and that's kind of what happened right there, and it was really unnecessary. He probably had a shot on his own.
Zaharko down to Gillen, little ball fake, and got it to go over Troy Hoffer. So Gillen now 17 for Aquinas Academy, 17 of their 26, the lead at 5 for the Crusaders. Up the floor, quick 3, good again. Seth Dolan, third made 3 for Dolan. He's knocked down now 56 threes so far this season. Geibel back to within 2 at 26-24. Gillen coming back, 3-ball and air ball, right to Zaharko. Back to Gillen, who drives and scores. Boy, this kid makes it look easy, Shea.
He does, and it's, he's in the right place at the right time a lot. I mean, he's impressive.
And there's Dewar, a quick steal for Aquinas, another quick 2. And again, Geibel cannot afford to have those things happen. They let it happen again. This time, Bertrand with the steal, and the finish that time from Dewar, and they need a timeout. Just like that, an 8-point lead for Aquinas Academy over Geibel, 32-24. 5:33 left before halftime. We're back at 60 on the CL Product Group High School Sports Night.
Geibel Catholic will be holding its Red, White, and Blue auction and gala, a celebration of faith, freedom, and family, on Saturday, April 5th at the Aaron's Building in Connellsville. This year's auction features country rock band Rough Creek.
For more information about Geibel's Red, White, and Blue auction, please call the school at 724-628-4600. That's 724-628-4600.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call them 724-439-3164.
724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Seth Dolan to trigger it in here for Geibel. The Gators now facing their largest deficit of the game. Down 8 at 32-24. They break the press. Hess has it, lost the dribble, needs help. Hess still trapped, trying to get out of it. Gillen with a deflection, and now a foul will get called. Gators bailed out there on an Aquinas Academy foul.
Yeah, I can tell you, back in my coaching days when we used to run presses, when your big guy catches it in half court or in the front court, that's a good thing if you're the defensive team. You know, you want John down the floor a little bit more, and you want your guards and your ball handlers hitting that middle spot and handling.
Jack Stanton just picked up his second personal foul for Aquinas Academy. Now Hess coming free. Bounce pass off to his left to gain the basket to go in one. Roman Rosselli. Rosselli doing a good job there, Shea, with the hesitation. Drew the foul, got the 2 to go. He's in double figures with 11, and Geibel back to within 6 at 32-26.
Yeah, so, you know, he started the shot fake, and then he kind of faded off of it like he was avoiding the contact, and I wasn't so sure they were going to get it. And then, you know, luckily he did. Now he just needs to finish it.
First personal foul on Zaharko. Missed free throw, though, from Rosselli, but an offensive rebound from Hess.
Yeah, Hess is a good big body in there. He can be more active. I think they need to look for him when they have opportunities.
Hopper back to Dolan, had it deflected away. Look out here, Aquinas coming back, and they'll get a quick 2 from Sam Dewar. So Dewar now 6 here in the second, 8 for the game. Aquinas back up 8 now on Geibel at 34-26 with 4:53 left before halftime.
All 6 of Dewar's this quarter have been layups.
Another steal. Zaharko coming back with an uncontested layup. Just deflected that away off a high pass back between the circles.
We were talking in the break. Coach Tarbick, if he needs to use another timeout, he needs to do whatever he can to stop this momentum that Aquinas is building right now.
And certainly create this snowball effect. Rosselli for 3 up top. That one well off the mark. And the rebound pulled down by Jacob Gillen again. Gillen back through center. Bouncing it off to his right to Zaharko. Zaharko, floater right of the lane, coming up short. Ball deflected out of play. Last touch by the Gators going out. It'll be Aquinas Academy basketball here in the Geibel zone.
That's a tough call for Geibel. I actually thought it went off of Gillen, and, you know, kind of builds like that sometimes when things aren't going right. They continue to not go right across the board.
David Zaharko to trigger it in here for Aquinas Academy. Feed up top there to Forsora. Near side to Jack Stanton, and a little guy pulling it back to Gillen again. Far side Zaharko on the wing. Now rotates back here high on the right with Aquinas Academy holding the basketball and a 10-point lead over Geibel. Feed down low. Gillen trying to come free, repositions, and gets fouled. Shot attempt no good, but Gillen with a couple of free throws upcoming.
Yeah, Geibel's got to do a better job there. I mean, of all people, you got to know where Jacob Gillen is, no matter what he's doing down in the offensive set. And he was just kind of set up on the block, and they kind of acted like they were going to screen for him, and he slipped and slid right under the basket. Got to know that.
Second personal foul on John Hess. First of 2 free throws, no good for Gillen. That's a rare miss for him as well, Shea. He came in 81%.
Might be the only way to stop him and Dewar.
Harrison Bechtold coming into the game for the first time on the Geibel side. Bechtold, just a freshman, only averaging 0.2 of a point a game. Just shows how Geibel really lacking depth, and 2 missed free throws there from Gillen, just due to the fact having 4 of their rotation players not in the lineup today, and that's an over and back violation. That was tough there, Shea, right on the line. Could have went either way.
Yeah, you know, listen, you see that pressure coming, and it's just automatic, get rid of the basketball. And, you know, they were kind of trapped over there on the sideline right across half court. But for Harrison Bechtold, I mean, you talk about big indoctrination.
Yes.
I mean, this is big time.
Really has only played a handful of minutes all season for the Gators. Gillen pulling it back out there on the far wing. Way up top, Zaharko. Over to Sam Dewar. Dewar between defenders, kicking in the corner, and a one-handed 3 from Birchall, no good. And Hess pulling down the rebound there for Geibel. Was he out of bounds?
No, we have Gary Tarbick. Couldn't really see what happened, but he's holding his jaw.
He got hit up high. That's the last thing the Gators need. He's going to get a little attention. Injury timeout brought to you by the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute. The leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive. Or phone 724-437-7500. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute. Relief is closer than you think.
Bringing number 12, Troy Hopper, back in while Tarbick gets looked at by the trainer.
Again, the Gators with 2 players down with concussions, and Ian Stevenson and Mike Miller suffered late in the season in games against St. Joseph and Menneson. And here off the inbounds pass, Rosselli, a little tightrope down the near boundary, coming inside, put it up off the glass, shot attempt no good, but he draws the foul, and Rosselli will have a pair of free throws upcoming here for the Gators.
Yeah, and they called that on Jacob Gillen. You got a good job attacking.
Yeah,
by
you got to
Roman.
do that.
Yeah.
Just the first on Gillen. He'll send Roman Rosselli, who's missed his only free throw attempts so far tonight, came into the game 19 of 45 for the season, 42%. Rosselli first of two here, on the way in good. Rosselli having a nice game with 12 so far, actually above the season average of 8.9 a game.
Yeah, right now, Geibel's got 3.5 minutes left in this second quarter. They need to try to keep this under 10 and, try to close it down as much as you can.
Rosselli, second of two free throws, good again for Geibel. The 13 for Rosselli, 36-28, an 8-point lead for Aquinas Academy over Geibel with 3:20 left before halftime.
I love the zone here because it is slowing. When they can get it set up, it's slowing Aquinas down, and it's actually forcing other guys to shoot the basketball at times. But that's right there once again.
Gillen
Jacob
coming
Gillen.
free. Another floater good out in front. 20 now for Gillen, and they almost forced another turnover, but ruled out of bounds. There was Ian Patterson.
What I will say is Jacob Gillen does a tremendous job moving around the zone and finding the open spot. But Geibel's also kind of helping him because they're not communicating at all where he's at or where he's going. And right now, like I said, if there's one thing, I don't want him catching the ball. Anybody else can catch it. I'm not really concerned about them right now. I don't want him with the ball in his hands.
You tell Gary Tarbuck still sore, but he's coming back out there for Geibel. Gators need him down 10 at 38-28 with 3:03 left before halftime. Seth Dolan will trigger it in here for the Gators. Dolan off to Roman Rosselli. Rosselli trying to work out of his own zone. Touch from Hopper. Trying to bounce pass forward for Tarbuck. He got deflected out of bounds there by Jonah Birchall of Aquinas Academy.
Geibel's got this dilemma when they're taking the ball out. Either put it in a ball handler's hand to inbound it or put it into someone else's hands. But you kind of want the ball in a ball handler's hands when they catch it, and that's not always happening right now. Sometimes guys are catching who don't handle the ball, and then it's tough decisions.
Rosselli double-teamed here high on the right, trying to slice between defenders, and it knocked down by Ian Patterson, who forces the jump ball. Will go to the possession arrow. It favors Aquinas Academy.
Roman needs some help there. Guys stayed across the court and down in the corner. Needed somebody to flash middle and give him an outlet there.
That certainly makes a difference. Again, if you're just joining us, Geibel without four of their rotation players, Mike Miller, Anthony Nickershire, Ian Stevenson, and Evan Strimmel tonight. 2 concussions, 2 ineligible for the playoffs after some transfers coming into this season. Of course, Strimmel played for you, Shea, last year at Albert Gallatin.
Yeah, and they could use him right now. I would love to see this game with Geibel at full strength.
Look out, Gillen another 3, but it's an air ball, and underneath, Hoffer pulling down the rebound there for the Gators. Geibel working out of their own zone. Tarbuck spinning near wing and in, had it deflected. Hoffer going for the save. Ball loose again. We'll get another jump ball. This time the Gators will get it off the arrow.
Yeah, like I said, you're thinking about all the turnovers Geibel's had right now, and Evan Strimmel's perfect remedy for some of those. Get the ball in his hands. And, Evan is very shifty and quick. He would be able to get out of a lot of this, too. This would be a really interesting game if Geibel was at full strength.
And Strimmel came in averaging 20 points a game. There's Tarbuck spinning off a defender. We'll try to pull it back outside the arc. Bounces it back there to Dolan. Had deflected away, but able to save it forward again to Bechtel. And then that one turned over.
It was the right look by the young guy. Just got to make a stronger pass.
On the other side, 3 ball coming up short there from Sam Dewar. Geibel the rebound. Hoffer across there to Seth Dolan, and the Gators coughing it up again. They're trying to force a jump ball here. Ball actually come loose, go out of bounds, and the ruling is here, Aquinas Academy basketball.
You think about the domino effect of Evan Strimmel not being there. It forces guys who are normally catching to score to now handle the ball. Right. And guys who are usually under the basket having to force them to catch the ball on the wings to try to score. It has this huge domino effect that the PIAA and the WPIAL's put Geibel in this position of, and it's a shame. It's a shame.
I know you've dealt with it while you were a coach. You've had some guys transfer into your program, and you lost a lot of players at AG in the past as well.
Yeah, and there's one thing I don't like about any of it, and it's the solution they have for players like Evan Strimmel. Let him play in the regular season, not the postseason. Either he's eligible or he's not. And to let him play all year and let Geibel build their team based on him being there, and then you put him in this situation where he's not there, it's just not fair. And, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, but it's definitely not what we're seeing tonight.
Troy Hoffer picking up a foul on the floor. I think Gary Tarbuck still a little bit dinged up there, holding his face. He comes back to the Geibel bench as Aquinas with the basketball leading by 10. Final 90 seconds of the second quarter, and a drain jumper from David Zaharko. So Zaharko with 9, lead back up to 12. Another deflection out of play on the far side, and Geibel's going to cough it up here again. It'll be Aquinas Academy basketball.
In the half-court sets, Zaharko for Aquinas has been most effective when he shot these little pull-up jumpers, these mid-range off the dribble, like he did just there. And that's where Geibel's going to have to start, hopefully at halftime, making some adjustments. If you see David Zaharko dribbling, got to get to him. You got to start communicating on where Jacob Gillen is. And honestly, from that point forward, Dewar's got most of his damage has been done on turnovers and layups. So, you make some small adjustments here and try just keep fighting and see what happens here.
Officials actually had a little meeting there just discussing possession, and they're going to stay with the call on the floor. It's Aquinas Academy basketball. They lead by 12, working here in the Gator zone. Gillen back between the circles again to Dewar. Near side dump down. Gillen comes free and floats another one up and in. So Gillen, 10 here in the second, 23 now for the game. And the lead now up to 14, largest of the game for Aquinas Academy. Floater in the lane, no good for Geibel's Roman Rosselli. Another rebound brought down by Sam Dewar of Aquinas Academy. Dewar down low over to Burchell. This on a little baby hook, and Geibel with the rebound. Numbers coming back. Here's Seth Dolan trying to work it off to his left, and that's a travel shift.
Yeah, Seth didn't really have anybody with him. Probably would have just been best to turn around and dribble it back out. Have Gary Tarbuck coming back in. Hopefully he's good. Geibel needs him right now, and hopefully he's okay.
You'll have a trigger in here from Jacob Gillen as Aquinas Academy here with 45 seconds left before halftime. Trying to extend the lead. It's at 14 right now. Gillen fronted there by Tarbuck. You can tell Tarbuck's still not at 100% by any means.
He doesn't look right. He looks like he's in some discomfort. He's just gritting it out right now and, showing his toughness.
Down low, a little backdoor action. Dewar off to Burchell with the finish.
That was a great pass.
First two of the game for Burchell. Lead up to 16 now for Aquinas at 44-28. They force another turnover as Dewar steps in front of Troy Hoffer and coming forward with a little scoop shot attempt. There's a Harko, no good. Geibel the rebound down at 7 seconds left before halftime. Hoffer off to his left. Dolan looking for the three, and you're right, Shay. Travel call there on the Gators.
Yeah, he had a little step once he caught the ball and then got a little added hop step there. It's kind of tough. Would have been nice if he could have made a shot right there. Now they can't give something up here. 3 seconds.
Gillen at midcourt. Long three just off the mark to end the second quarter. So Aquinas Academy flexing their muscles in the second quarter, leading Geibel by 16 at 44-28. Stay tuned for our halftime show. Being brought to you by the Ratcliffe Martin Law Firm. Comes your way next here on WMBS and on the Triple I High School Sports Network.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township for our families and our future. Good luck to all our local teams. From South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955 5. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Thanks to customers like you, Megan Ford is Westmoreland and Fayette County's #1 volume Ford dealer. It's because of this fact that we take in a lot of fresh trades every day. Megan Ford has all types of brands, and many are one-owner, local trades, and come with a balance of their factory warranty. It also goes without mentioning that we have a great selection of pre-owned Fords, many of which are Ford certified and come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Each vehicle goes through a rigorous 172-point safety inspection by Megan Ford certified technicians before we put them on our lot. And when you drive away, you'll enjoy peace of mind knowing that you have complimentary 24/7 roadside assistance if you ever need it.
Hi, I'm Chuck Smith, General Manager of Megan Ford. Why not shop our great deals for yourself by visiting MeganFord.com? You'll see a free Carfax report on all of our pre-owned, and all of our prices are marked below market value. Megan Ford, Route 119, Connellsville, your friends in the car business.
Hello, I'm attorney Jeremy Davis from the law firm of Davis & Davis. We have been helping the great people of Fayette County for over 45 years with personal injury claims. If you are hurt or injured, call our law firm for your free consultation. The insurance companies are not on your side. Call us today at 724-437-2799. Either myself or an attorney from our office will personally come out and meet with you. If you're in an accident or hurt, call us at Davis & Davis, 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. Let us fight for you.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports teams and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
This is Dr. Alyssa Lorenz of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Common issues like difficulty with swallowing, frequent heartburn, recurrent abdominal pain, bowel habit problems, and rectal bleeding are often easily diagnosed and treated. Dr. Calabrese Stokes, Hoppy, and I are local gastroenterologists that are here to help. For more information, call our Uniontown office at 724-437-7677.
Halftime here at Shaler High School. Boys single-A quarterfinal round action. Fourth-seeded Aquinas Academy, a 44-28 lead over the fifth-seeded Geibel Gators. Brian Morozak along with Shay Fleener, Nick Barczyk back inside of our studios. Our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. And Shay's your halftime stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County.
All right, so for the Aquinas Academy Crusaders, Jonah Birchill had 2 points in the first half. Sam Dewar, 8, with 6 of those coming in the second quarter. David Zaharko kind of took that second scoring role so far with 9. Richie Herring with 2, and then the man of the night so far, Jacob Gillen, with 23. We actually talked there, in between the first and second quarters about him being on pace for 40, and, depending on how this game goes and how close it stays, it might end up being close to 50.
He's on pace for 46 right now.
Yeah, so big night so far for Jacob Gillen. So 44 for the Crusaders right now at halftime. Over to Geibel. Roman Rosselli has hit 3 threes and is leading the way with 13. Seth Dolan's also hit 3 threes for 9 points. Gary Tarbuck has scored 4, and John Hess with 2 for 28 for the Geibel Gators. And Geibel had a tough second quarter there, after staying pretty tight there. So in the first quarter, so hopefully they come back out at the beginning of the third quarter and can jump out and maybe close some of this up a little bit and get it back into single digits.
Yeah, they're actually outscored 22-9 in that second quarter to allow Aquinas Academy to pace out to a 16-point halftime lead over the Geibel Gators. Again, more high school basketball playoff action coming your way tomorrow. We'll start with the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 5:15 on the WMBS YouTube page. We'll have the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs taking on top-seeded Blackhawk in a girls' 4A quarterfinal round game. And then for you Geibel fans, the Geibel Lady Gators on the radio at 7 o'clock, taking on West Green in a single-A quarterfinal round game. And I think the Lady Gators, Shay, have a good chance of maybe making a run to the WPIAL title game.
They do. And, you know, it's kind of like what we've been talking about here with the Geibel boys being without Evan Strimmel. The Geibel girls obviously have, you know, one of the best guards in the WPIAL in Emma Larkin. And then they also have size. And, you know, so when they go into any game, when you have Mallory Clemmer and Janiah Darnell hitting the glass like they do, and then Mallory being able to step out and shoot the three and stretch the defense with the other team's post players, they're going to cause teams problems across the board. And you know, you never know. Listen, the one thing that is a little bit different when you get in playoffs, Geibel does not play on a very big court.
Correct.
And they're going to get on some of these college size and pro size courts with the 94 feet. You just never know how they react, man. I mean, those extra steps up and down each court, man, they wear you down.
It should be a lot of fun tomorrow. Again, I'll be joined by Josh Scully for the Laurel Highlands game. Tony Hanola and Gary Frankhauser will have Geibel and West Green. Here at halftime, 44-28, Aquinas Academy leading the Geibel boys, the Geibel Gators. Second half comes your way next in 2 minutes here on WNBS.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
J&S Bridal and Prom Boutique is now open. J&S Bridal will style you for any and every event. Weddings, proms, get-togethers, from newest and trendiest to traditional styles for men, women, and young Mr. and Miss. Let J&S style you head to toe for whatever event life has planned for you. J&S Bridal and Prom Boutique on McClellantown Road in Uniontown next to Horanix. 724-550-4104. Like J&S Bridal and Prom Boutique on Facebook and Instagram.
Hello folks, Joe Walk is here, the proud owner of Dome's Lawn Care LLC since 2021. We're family owned and family ran, so when it comes to finances, we understand. We're small enough to care, big enough to make a difference. So give us a call this spring for all your lawn care needs at 724-570-1224. We would be proud to have you as our customer. Again, that's Dome's Lawn Care at 724-570-1224.
Aquinas Academy with the basketball as we come back. Start of the third quarter. Missed three from David Saharko, but an offensive rebound from Sam Dewar, and he got fouled on the putback, Shay, with Aquinas leading Geibel at 44-28.
Yeah, you know, I'm still not quite sure whether that was intentional or not as far as a shot or a pass. It kind of looked like the alley-oop play they ran for Gillen in the first half there, but that was with Dewar, so I'm not really sure.
That was Hoffer's second personal foul, of course, the first team foul for Geibel here in the third quarter, and two free throw makes for Sam Dewar to increase the Aquinas Academy lead to 18 now over Geibel at 46-28 with 7:40 left here in the third.
And we have a different defense for the first time from Aquinas there. It looked like almost like a 1-3-1 half court.
And Geibel a throwaway, high feed from Rosselli intended for Hoffer, wasn't expecting the pass. So Aquinas will get it back, trailing by 18 at 46-28 with 7:35 left here in the third quarter.
And that different alignment's just enough to throw you off just with the look of it. So
Zaharko trying to go down low there to Gillen, was actually touched by Restore, trying to pull it out, and John Hess found the loose basketball there for Geibel, and coming back, contact between Roman Rosselli and David Zaharko, and Zaharko will pick up his second personal foul.
that was the first time down on defense that Geibel actually kind of stopped that play right there under the basket for Jacob Gillen, kind of getting free where he had in the first half a few times.
John Hess will trigger it in for Geibel up to the basket in the Aquinas zone. Send it off on the far wing. Touch there from Dolan down low, and Hoffer couldn't get the shot to go. And Aquinas another rebound, and Gillen, who had 23 in the first half, comes back right down the lane, and Hess with a block there, Shay.
Yeah, it was a good block. Gillen kind of going in just like he was going to do like the first half and just get a bucket just because he drove down the lane and kind of took it a little soft there.
Yeah, Hess said not this time, and Rosselli comes back and draws the foul there for Geibel. It'll go on Sam Dewar, his first, team second. And Roman Rosselli, who is 2 for 3 so far in this game from the free throw line, will get 2 here. Came in, though, 19 of 45, 42% for the season.
Well, he's been aggressive both trips down the floor. He's drawn 2 fouls already this half.
First free throw, an air ball from Rosselli. I think the ball just kind of slipped out of his hand.
Yeah, I kind of like to see him just back off the line right there and kind of completely reset, man. Like, don't just stand there like he is. Just start over.
Got to regroup, takes a deep breath. Geibel down 18, second of 2 free throws good for Roman Rosselli, and that's a good regroup there for Rosselli. He has 14, and Geibel back to within 17 at 46-29. Out of the corner, 3 on the way. Dewar might have been partially blocked there into the hands of Gary Tarbuck. Off and across to John Hess. Touch there from Hoffer down low, and getting blocked there is Rosselli. Underneath again by Gillen.
Yeah, but, you know, Geibel's doing a good job attacking so far this half. I mean, they're coming down the floor and trying to beat the press. And
yeah, they have nothing to lose right now.
No.
And try to play loose. Unfortunately, only 4 state qualifying positions out of single A is rattling that one home. Rosselli, that was a little one-hander that went down to give him 16 points. So the loser of this game will unfortunately see their 2024-2025 season end.
Yeah, and you know, you never know. I mean, I know there's some really good teams, Neighborhood Academy, Nazareth Prep, but Aquinas is impressive. I mean, they've got a good team.
Gillen for 3 from the far wing off the back iron. No good. Offensive rebound brought down there by Sam Dewar, keeping it alive. Zaharko thought about reloading. He'll kick it back in the corner there to Jack Stanton. We'll send it back around the arc. Zaharko gets it back over to Stanton again. He'll rotate from the corner back to the wing. Now over to Sam Dewar here between the circles. Be interested to see if we'll see some longer possessions out of Aquinas. We'll take a 3 here from Dewar, again, no good. And good hustle from Jack Stanton, getting another offensive rebound. And a one-handed 3 again from Burchell. And Burchell, I don't know how he gets those to go, Shay. Very unconventional, but draining one there to give him 5. And increase the lead back up to 18 at 49-31.
Yeah, I'm not too sure he's doing any instructional shooting videos anytime soon.
Kind of looks like my golf swing equivalent playing basketball. Rosselli missed there going out. Have you ever seen me play? They have the little Happy Gilmore stick.
Yeah, well, I've got arms that go on for days, so yeah. I feel you on that one.
David Zaharko will work out of his own zone here for Aquinas Academy. Double team comes over, sends it off near side. Touch from Dewar. Down again to Burchell. Interested to see him shoot again. This time we'll go cross-court far side to Gillen. Up top to Zaharko, and they'll go back in the corner. And another 3 on the way. And once again, Burchell got it to go. Hey, whatever worked.
Hey, that's what I tell them all the time. Like, Larry Bird didn't have the prettiest shot in the world either, but it worked.
Lead back up to 21 at 52-31 with 5:10 left here in the third quarter. Tarbuck trying to answer back with a 3 of his own. That one bouncing out. And underneath in traffic, Zaharko pulling down the rebound there for Aquinas again.
Here we
back
go.
in the corner. Burchell looking for another one, and he has it. Wow, Jonah Burchell, the junior guard, 3 made threes here in the third quarter. He has 11. And Aquinas starting to race away now up 24 at 55-31.
Yeah, this is danger time right now.
Geibel trying to hang in the game. That won't help the cause. Intercept there. Ian Patterson will come back with an uncontested layup. First 2 of the game for Patterson. Timeout Geibel. They need it. They're down 26 at 57-31. 4:37 left here in the third, and we're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
Fallen in love with a house? Head over heels for a home plan? Take the plunge. Apply for a mortgage loan with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Feeling commitment shy? Complete a mortgage pre-qualification. It's simple. 100% online, and you'll get a personalized answer within 1 business day. Then save the date for a move-in day or groundbreaking and put a keyring on it. Apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Ryan Rozak and Shea Fleener back here at Shaler High School. Boys single-A quarterfinal round action. Fourth-seeded Aquinas Academy up 26 over shorthanded Geibel, 57-31. Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Thank you for joining us for high school basketball playoff action. Continues with 2 games tomorrow. Laurel Highlands girls and Blackhawk. Also the Geibel girls in action taking on West Green. Uniontown boys will play on Friday at Ringgold against Peters Township. That game will tip at 6 o'clock, and Geibel turning it over again here, Shea.
Yeah, Aquinas have been playing the 1-3-1 half court, and they kind of switched back to their full court man press right there and kind of threw Geibel off.
Jacob Gillen bringing it back across for Aquinas Academy. He had 23 in the first half. He's yet to score here in the third quarter. On the Geibel side, they just have 3 points to the team so far here in the third quarter.
Jonah Burchill with his 3 threes here to start the quarter. And really right now, they're so far it's 22 first quarter, 22 second quarter. They're kind of ahead of that pace right now.
Dewar for 3 off the mark there for Aquinas. And a little battle on the far boundary, and the Gators find it there with Seth Dolan. Put back to Rosselli. He'll send it down the floor to Tarbuck. Tarbuck double teamed left of the lane. Up top again there to Dolan. Trying to go into Hoffer. A little juggle. He'll pull it out to Roman Rosselli, who's off the mark there on a 3-ball, but he hustles and able to tap it back out there over to Dolan.
Yeah, Rosselli started off the game really hot and hasn't hit a 3 since the first quarter. But had those 3 to start the game.
Hoffer leading and missing there for Geibel. Aquinas back on the other side. Gillen back in the corner. 3 on the way. Good this time. It's Jack Stanton. His first points of the game off the bench come from outside the 3-point arc. And Aquinas now up 29, just 1 away here, Shea, from a running clock.
Yeah, Aquinas is shooting the ball really well this quarter. I mean, that's already 4 threes.
Tarbuck short there on a 3. Geibel keeping it alive. Rosselli in the lane came up short after Dolan pulled down the rebound, and Aquinas back out of the pack with it. Remember, Geibel trailed only 22-19 after 1 quarter of play, but it's really been all Aquinas since. You kind of wonder, did the Crusaders kind of wear down this undermanned Geibel team as well, as Gillen drives and gets fouled. He'll have 2 free throws upcoming.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. Think about the Geibel kids. Listen, to start the game, they really, and they still are, I don't want to take it away, they really battled, and, they were making shots. And then, as kind of the game settles in, you see this a lot of times. You get the team that's the better team just kind of takes over.
Yeah, starts to rise to the top.
Yeah.
First of 2 free throws, no good there from Jacob Gillen. Shea, how surprised were you last night to see 15-seeded Penn Trafford knock off 2nd-seeded Baldwin on the boys' side?
Well, I was super surprised when I woke up this morning and saw that, because I had seen Baldwin play earlier in the year, and I actually thought, man, if them and Uniontown meet, that has the potential to be a tremendous basketball game. The only team they lost to all year was South Fayette. And it was in a game where South Fayette just kind of sat on the ball. I think the game ended up 37-32. Baldwin would have wanted to run with Uniontown. Both teams would have been pressing. It would have been a really fun game to watch. And I'm shocked. But it's great for. I think it's a good thing for Uniontown too. I mean, listen. End of the day, there's a reason there's seeds.
Gillen, by the way, made the 2nd free throw, so the lead's at 30 at 61-31. So we're running clock the rest of the way, and a quick foul called there on Aquinas Academy's Clayton for Soren.
Yeah, they did a whole mass substitution there and got the starters out of the game for now.
And good sportsmanship there from Georgia Kitis, and a quick 2 from Roman Rosselli. And we talked to Yakitis. What did he tell you, Shea? He was 74 years old down there, his 8th year here at Aquinas Academy, and they really run a nice program here.
They do. They have, we were talking earlier about Vinny Cagini, who is the all-time leading WPIAL scorer.
Over 3,000 points.
Yeah, in history. And they lost him 2 years ago, and they really haven't missed a beat. I mean, they've still been super competitive. They've got a player averaging 24, a player averaging 21. So, they keep plugging along, man.
Yeah, last year they actually had a playoff win over California, lost a quarterfinal round game against Neighborhood Academy, and then lost the state play-in game to Carlington. You go back the year before that, when last year they actually had Conginny there. They also made it to the quarterfinal round, lost against a very good Union team, and then lost a game against Neighborhood Academy trying to get into the state playoffs. But they're competitive year in and year out. An opportunity here to get to the semifinals. And a three from the far corner. Burchell missed there. They got an offensive rebound there from Stanton. They'll keep it alive again.
I can't believe Burchell missed.
Yes. He was red hot earlier. Lead at 29. Running clock, 1:10 left here in the third. In traffic, getting out of it there for Sora. Bouncing it up top, Burchell. We're seeing some longer possessions now out of Aquinas Academy. Left-hand scoop shot, no good there. Zaharko trying to fight for his own rebound, and a foul called on the floor. And you mentioned Uniontown seeded third, now taking on 6th-seeded Peters Township Friday at Ringgold High School. If the Red Raiders get a win, no matter who wins that game, they'll actually play a double-digit seed in the semifinal round.
Yeah, and, I don't care what coach you are or what team you coach. Like, you're not sad about that.
No, not at all. Sam Dewar, quick two there for Aquinas. He has 12. And that's 63-32.
That's no disrespect to any team. I mean, but there's a reason that Baldwin was seeded second, and some of those other teams were seeded 15 and 14. I mean, the body of work speaks for itself, but that doesn't mean teams can't win in a one-game situation.
Get a foul there as you almost had Sam Dewar sit on the back of Gary Tarbuck. And we saw Penn Trafford a couple of times this season, and they gave Uniontown a couple of battles, and I actually saw them against Laurel Highlands final regular season game of the year for their senior night. They looked strong, so it's not shocking that they had a good shooting night against Baldwin, but we saw Baldwin up at back in December between Christmas and New Year's, and they looked very strong in a tournament up there in Beaver County at Geneva College.
I can go all the way back to last summer, me and Coach Kesmarski having a conversation, and him talking specifically about Penn Trafford, and that's all the way back then about how good he thought they could be. I think they probably had a lot of football players, needed to get their basketball legs back. I mean, they took that early season loss to Albert Gallatin at Albert Gallatin in section play.
Yeah,
and
I remember that.
That was very surprising. And they just kept building and building and building.
And that's where they are right now in the quarterfinal round of the playoffs. Tarbuck a miss for Geibel, and Gillen coming back missing for Aquinas Academy. So after 3 quarters of basketball, it's Aquinas 63, Geibel 33. We're back with a 4th and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Hey, how's Timmy's ankle? That was a rough game yesterday.
He's doing okay. We took him straight to Montgomery Medical since they have same-day care, and they were able to x-ray him on the spot. No break, thank goodness.
That's great news. I just took my mom to Montgomery Medical, too. She was under the weather, and they offer walk-ins, so she was seen right away. They're great.
Now if we could just get this soccer team to be as good as Montgomery Medical.
Visit the new Montgomery Medical office on Laurel View Drive, or visit montymed.com. Primary care for all ages.
Brian Rozak and Shea Fleener back here at Shaler High School. Boys single-A quarterfinal round action, all Aquinas Academy. 63-33 over Geibel. Game was tight early on. Aquinas led Geibel just 22-19 after one. Outscored the Gators 22-9 in the second quarter to lead 44-28 at halftime. And the Gators, Shea, just 5 points scored in that third quarter, all from Roman Rosselli.
Yeah, shooting's become tough. And in this situation right now, it's over trying a lot of times. You're just trying to do anything you can to try to make a shot, and that doesn't always have a successful recipe to it. So,
just 3 from the near side, off the mark there from Richie Herring on the Aquinas Academy side. Geibel with a rebound brought down by Seth Dolan.
You know, the shame of it is Geibel's fought. I mean, they have really fought all night. I mean, it's not a thing of giving up. It's not a thing of just bowing down. They're just a little outmatched, especially without all their players tonight.
Yeah, missing almost 35 points per game out of their lineup here today is a 3 missed there from Rosselli. Battle for the rebound. Good hustle there from Harrison Bechtel, ripping it away. So the Gators still come up empty on the possession. Aquinas racing back, taking it right to the rack and laying it up and in Sam Dewar to give him 14 for the game. 65-33.
It'll be interesting to see how long they stay with Dewar and Gillen in the game, and even Zaharko, you know, whether he comes back in or not. You know, at this point, you've got the game won, and
correct.
You don't want any injuries at this point if you're Aquinas.
And Gillen just 1 point in that third quarter after having 23 at halftime. So, you know, it's 24 for the game. We have a running clock with a lead at 32 with 6:30 left here in the fourth. And trying to bank one in there is Rosselli, no good. Pulling down the rebound is Sam Dewar. Again, you'll have Aquinas Academy likely moving on to take on Neighborhood Academy. They'll actually be playing Beaver County Christian here at Shaler High School once this game wraps up. And Neighborhood Academy, they've been strong all season long.
Yeah, Beaver County Christian's going to have their work cut out. Probably going to be a tough night for them, I would assume.
Other side of the bracket, second-seeded Sarah hosting Summit Academy. That game just underway, starting at 7 o'clock, and Nazareth Prep seeding third, taking on 6th-seeded Monessen. And we mentioned how physical that final game of the regular season was between Geibel and Monessen. We mentioned Geibel losing a player in that game due to a concussion. It'll be interesting to see how Monessen responds tonight against Nazareth Prep, another solid team out there. As this boys' single-A field certainly has 4 or 5 teams that have been solid all year. As a travel called there on the floor, and it will be Geibel basketball.
I think that Nazareth Prep Sarah Catholic game, if that's who both teams, if both teams win, that has the makings of a really, really good basketball game.
Yes.
I think.
Boys single-A semis will be played on Saturday afternoon. Tarbuck left in the lane, missing there. Ball deflected out of bounds. Will stay with Geibel in the Aquinas Academy zone.
I know they're letting him play, but I'm shocked Jacob Gillen's still on the floor with 5 minutes left in a 32-point game right now. You know, that you've got one and that you don't need him on the floor.
Correct. Aaron pass intercepted by Richie Herring. Herring racing back, getting fouled. Hard foul there as Herring went down. That's what you also got to worry about, Shay. You don't want an injury to occur here late when you're up 32 points and you know you're already headed to the semifinals.
Well, and like I said, he already got Jacob Dewar off, or Sam Dewar off the court. Like I said, Jacob Gillen being on the floor doesn't really make much sense right now.
He's already went over 1,000 career points.
Yeah, and it doesn't like there's just no benefit to it.
I agree. Herring making the first of 2 free throws. The foul was called on Harrison Bechtel of Geibel, his third personal.
Well, and that's the thing too. Geibel's got he's got a freshman who's played limited minutes this year. He just knows to go in and play hard.
Yeah, that's all he can do.
They're not expecting him to go out and score 20 points. They're expecting him to go play hard. He's gonna bang, he's gonna battle, but we saw Coach just now pull him out. So
second of 2 free throws, no good there from Herring. The one benefit Geibel's had, they've had enough depth of a single-A school to actually play a lot of JV games, and a lot of single-A schools don't get to do that because they just don't have that roster size. They've been able to do that in a lot of non-conference games as well, getting some of those bench guys some meaningful minutes, at least in junior varsity action so far this season. Missed 3 there from Seth Dolan, but Bechtel hustling, getting the rebound. They'll keep it alive. Rosselli drives inside. Scoop shot, no good. Bechtel hustles again and rips it away there from one of the Crusaders over to Tarbuck. He'll come inside, and his floater no good, but Geibel's still hustling, Shay.
Bechtel's not the tallest kid in the world, but, man, he gets in there and battles. I mean, he's got a good body on him for a freshman, and he's not afraid to be physical. So, he's seeing some good signs for the guys coming back.
Herring driving and missing. 66-33 as Aquinas has doubled up Geibel with 3:48 left here in the fourth quarter.
Kind of wish with everything else coming back that you had Roman Rosselli coming back next year.
Dolan for 3 from the far wing, no good. Bechtel offensive rebound. Resetting to Dolan again to his left. Rosselli line drive 3, in and out again. And it's kind of a lid on the basket right now. Nice little tap out there. Zaharko coming back on the other side. You look at the Geibel roster. You mentioned Mike Miller also, who's out with a concussion tonight as a senior, along with Rosselli. So they'll lose those 2 to graduation. That's it. The rest of the lineup coming back.
Yeah. Like I said, the future's bright for Geibel. Like we talked about before the game, the card or the deck was stacked against them a little bit regardless, even with a full roster. I mean, Aquinas is a very good team. They weren't going to walk in here and be the team expected to win. But to get this experience and for your players to go through this, and then you hope they keep wanting more.
You got to remember, this team won one game last year.
Right.
They had one win over Mapletown. That was it.
Right. So where they've already gone to and what they're climbing towards, they have a very, very bright future ahead of them.
Patterson missing both free throws there for Aquinas Academy. Tarbuck coming back on the other side. Tarbuck looking for the three. Comes up short on the near side. Battle for the loose ball rebound. And once again, Ian Patterson finding it there for Aquinas Academy. A little battle there with Bechtel. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Geibel basketball. And it's great to see both Geibel programs rejuvenate. The girls kind of the same way. They went through some really low periods there where they were struggling to field a roster, just maybe a win or two each season. And you look at what Sarah Larkin's been able to do, get that team as the number 2 seed. Again, they'll have their opening playoff game tomorrow here on WMBS, 7 o'clock against West Green. It's great to see the future bright for both the boys and the girls on the Geibel side. And a 3 there from Seth Dolan will help the cause, put him in double figures with 12.
Yeah, and the boys had that little mini run a couple years ago, but honestly, over the past 10 to 12 years, whatever, it's not been great as a whole, and so it was a struggle both ways. So like you said, it's great to see. It's great to see any of the local teams doing as well, and for the whole school to be doing it. Same thing with Laura Highlands, with the girls now being as successful as they've been, just Uniontown boys. It's great to see.
Yeah, always nice to see the Fayette County teams here in the postseason. They've certainly been keeping us busy this week. Again, we'll have both the Laurel Highlands girls and the Geibel girls on our platforms tomorrow night. 3 here off the inbounds pass, no good there from Augie Bripich. And Geibel with the rebound, as we see the bench really emptied out now for Aquinas Academy. Another 3 there off the mark from Seth Dolan. Ball rolled out of bounds off of Troy Hopper going out to be Aquinas Academy basketball as we go under 90 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
This is where you hope the refs don't swallow the whistle if you're a coach, because you don't, once again, it's not that anything's going to be intentional, but you got kids out there that don't get a lot of opportunities playing minutes. They're just out there playing hard, and you don't want to see somebody get hurt because the refs aren't keeping control of the game.
Restore put it off the glass, no good for Aquinas, and Dolan comes back with a quick 2 for Geibel. So Dolan's had a nice game with 14 for the Geibel Gators. Back in the corner, high arcing 3 on the way and good for Henry Hines. First points of the game for Hines off the bench, 5'11" junior forward. 69-38 now, Aquinas over Geibel.
Well,
50 seconds left here in the fourth.
We didn't have stats on him, so we don't know for sure if that's his first point of the season or not.
But he doesn't have too many.
No.
John has his second field goal of the game. He has 4. 69-40 Aquinas, final 37 seconds. With a loss, Geibel's season will end at 14-9. Aquinas will improve to 18-5 and head to the semifinals. Will likely face top-seeded Neighborhood Academy coming up on Saturday. And I think we're just going to see Aquinas Academy just hold the ball here the rest of the way.
This is when I wish we could just say, okay, game over.
Yes.
There's no reason to have to worry about the last 20 seconds.
They're going to run it down and just dribble it out here with Henry Hines high on the right. And the Aquinas Academy Crusaders will knock off the Geibel Gators by a score of 69-40 here at Shaler High School tonight. Again, Neighborhood Academy will battle Beaver County Christian after this game wraps up. Stay tuned for our post-game show. Coming your way next, brought to you by Fermanagh Pharmacy, formerly Peachin Pharmacy, down in the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville. 69-40, Aquinas over Geibel. Back to tell you all about it right after this.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Because Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair is concerned about our local community, Target Safety Solutions was born. Located beside the Ted Sova shop at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibrations after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignments, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement, and also inspects trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features to keep their occupants safe. That's why Target Safety Solutions originated. Their state-of-the-art facility is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick Patricelli and Mike Thomas are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at Target Safety Solutions, 724-550-4403.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Peach & Pharmacy has moved to the lower level of the Health First Medical Center building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville and is now Farmana Pharmacy. Farmana Pharmacy offers free prescription delivery to Uniontown, Connellsville, and all over the area 5 days a week. When you call Farmana Pharmacy, you'll never talk to machines. You'll have real friendly people ready to help you. Phone 724-626-9600 for the new Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peach & Pharmacy, now located at the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville near the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Hi, I'm attorney Tripp Radcliffe of Radcliffe Martin Law. As a senior partner, I've been in the profession for over 40 years. During that time, it's been our privilege to represent clients seriously injured in all types of accidents. We pride ourselves on being able to locate insurance coverage or find claims that others may miss. Give us a call today and let us see if we can help you. Radcliffe Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Geibel Catholic will be holding its Red, White, and Blue auction and gala, a celebration of faith, freedom, and family, on Saturday, April 5th at the Aaron's Building in Connellsville. This year's auction features country rock band Rough Creek.
For more information about Geibel's Red, White, and Blue auction, please call the school at 724-628-4600. That's 724-628-4600.
Prime Rozak, Shea Fleener back here at Shaler High School, wrapping things up. The Aquinas Academy Crusaders a 69-40 win over the Geibel Gators. Again, our halftime show being brought to you, our post-game show being brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peach & Pharmacy, now in the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville. Shea is your final stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County.
All right, so for Aquinas tonight, we had Jack Stanton finish the game with 3 points. Richie Herring off the bench, 5'11" sophomore guard, also finished with 3. Ian Patterson had 2 points. Henry Hines had 3. Then we kind of got into our double-digit scores. Jonah Birchill had 9 of his 11 there in the third quarter when he hit 3 threes, so he finishes the game with 11. David Zaharko finished with 9. Sam Dewar averages 21 on the season, only had 14 tonight. And Jacob Gillen, who had 23 at halftime, only scored 1 in the second half to finish with 24, but did a great job at distributing the ball in that second half for Aquinas. Over to Geibel, only 4 people in the scorebook tonight. Gary Tarbuck finished the game with 4 points on 2 field goals. John Hess, 4 points on 2 field goals. Then Seth Dolan hit 4 threes and had a 2-point bucket to finish with 14. And Roman Rosselli, the man of the night for the Geibel Gators, he finished with 18 for a total of 40.
Jay, who do you like for our players of the game? Brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott, working hard for the residents of South Union Township.
I think it's pretty cut and dry on Aquinas and Geibel sides, both. Jacob Gillen for Aquinas with his 24 and Roman Rosselli for the Geibel Gators with his 18.
Well, Shay, enjoyed working with you again tonight. Hopefully we'll get a chance before the playoffs are done to do this again.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm loving this. Get to sit and watch basketball, and now especially when it's one and done, the excitement level goes up across the board, and we'll continue game by game. So hopefully get to do it again.
Yeah, again, a great season for the Geibel Gators. They'll end tonight at 14-9. Aquinas Academy onto the semifinals. They'll improve to 18-5. Again, more high school hoops coming up tomorrow. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show starting at 5:15. We'll start both the radio and the video side off with the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs in action against top-seeded Blackhawk from Peters Township High School. That game will tip at 6. We'll switch our radio audience at 7 o'clock over to West Green and the Geibel girls from Geibel High School. And then Friday, the Uniontown boys in action taking on the number 6 seed Peters Township at Ringgold High School. That'll be a 6 o'clock tip. 5 o'clock Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Shay, your final thoughts here tonight?
Just a big congratulations on Geibel's season. And a lot of bright things to look forward to if you're a Geibel Gators fan. Even though it didn't go the way they wanted tonight, I think they just got a great learning experience. And hopefully, next year, hopefully everybody returns and they have their full complement. They won't be in the same situation of having to have kids sit out on a crazy rule and be put at such a disadvantage. So just very impressed with Geibel tonight.
So Aquinas Academy knocks off Geibel 69-40 for Shea Fleener. Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys Law Studios. This is Brian Morozak. You have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Again, your final score, Aquinas Academy 69 and Geibel 40. So long, everybody, from Shaler High School.
This is Dr. Alyssa Lorenz of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Common issues like difficulty with swallowing, frequent heartburn, recurrent abdominal pain, bowel habit problems, and rectal bleeding are often easily diagnosed and treated. Dr. Calabrese, Stokes, Hoppy, and I are local gastroenterologists that are here to help. For more information, call our Uniontown